KPL Kids presents Storytime with Hannah, starring Hannah.
Hey pals, I'm Hannah. Welcome back to Storytime with Hannah for some summer fun. One thing I love about summer is watching our changing gardens. We get so many beautiful flowers in our neighborhoods, and I always see lots of bees buzzing around them. Let's sing a song about bees. It's called A Bee is on My Nose. Are you ready? A bee is on my nose, a bee is on my nose. Hi-ho, just watch me go. A bee is on my nose. A bee is on my ear, a bee is on my ear. Hi-ho, just watch me go. A bee is on my ear. A bee is on my thumb, a bee is on my thumb. Hi-ho, just watch me go. A bee is on my thumb. A bee is on my elbow, a bee is on my elbow. Hi-ho, just watch me go. A bee is on my elbow. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there lived 3 little pigs. They had lived together for their whole lives, but they decided it was time to build their own houses. So off they went across the river to the flowering meadow, where they found the perfect place to build their homes. It was the most beautiful sunny day, and the flowers in the meadow smelled wonderful. The first little pig did not feel like building a house in this lovely weather. He wanted to play. So he built his house very quickly out of bundles of straw. Did the little straw house look very strong? No, but it would keep him dry in the rain. Probably. Off he went to dance with the butterflies. The second little pig tried a little harder. She gathered up dozens of sticks and tied them together. It was hard work, but she cut a few corners and got it done as fast as she could. It was, after all, such a beautiful day. Did the little stick house look very strong? Well, maybe not very strong, but it would keep her dry in the rain. Mostly. Off she went to pick lots of flowers. The third little pig had a plan. They knew what a wonderful day it was, but they wanted a strong house that would protect everyone inside. The third little pig made bricks out of clay. They stacked them together with cement. They even built a roof with wooden shingles they cut all by themselves. It was a lot of hard work, and the third little pig was too tired to play outside afterwards. But did the little brick house look very strong? Definitely, and it would for sure keep them dry in the rain. Some weeks later, a big bad wolf crossed the river to the flowering meadow, where he saw 3 delicious little pigs playing in the flowers. But the 3 little pigs saw him and ran into their homes for safety. The big bad wolf was really hungry, so he went to the little straw house and knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in," said the big bad wolf. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," said the first little pig. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. The big bad wolf gathered all his air and blew. The little straw house didn't stand a chance and collapsed in a heap. But the first little pig was quick and escaped to his sister's little stick house. Blowing down a whole house made the big bad wolf hungrier than before, so he ran to the little stick house and knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in," said the big bad wolf. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," said the second little pig. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. The big bad wolf gathered all of his air and blew and blew. The sick house trembled for a moment, then collapsed in a heap. But the first and second little pigs were quick, and they escaped to their siblings' little brick house. Blowing down 2 whole houses made the big bad wolf so very hungry, so he ran to the little brick house and knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in," said the big bad wolf. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," said the third little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The big bad wolf gathered all of his air and blew. And blew. And blew and blew and blew. But the little brick house didn't budge. The three little pigs felt pretty safe in the little brick house. Now all of that blowing made the big bad wolf just furious with hunger. He had to eat one of those delicious little pigs if it was the last thing he did. The wolf walked around and around the house thinking of what to do when he got an idea. He could climb into the house through the chimney. He found a ladder, leaned it against the house, and started to climb. The three little pigs could hear all the noise of the big bad wolf clamoring on the roof, and the third little pig got an idea. They lit a fire in the fireplace and started chopping vegetables. "What are you doing?" asked the first little pig. "It's nearly dinner time. I'm making soup," said the third little pig. "Really? You're making soup right now?" said the second little pig. "Actually, I am pretty hungry," said the first little pig. "Just wait and see," said the third little pig. At that moment, the big bad wolf came tumbling down the chimney. "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll youch!" hollered the big bad wolf. He had fallen right into the fire. The big bad wolf grabbed his bottom and ran out the door, back to his den in the big dark woods. After that, the three little pigs decided it was safer to live all together. They added some extra bedrooms to the little brick house and lived happily ever after. The end. Hi, Postman Pete.
Hi, Hannah.
What's wrong?
Well, nothing. In fact, everything's great. I'm going on vacation.
Well, that's exciting.
But don't worry, you will get the mail. Somebody else will be delivering it while I am on vacation, but then I will be back and I will deliver it to you after. So don't worry, you will get the mail and I will be relaxing and having a wonderful time.
Okay,
Anyway, here's the mail.
thanks.
Let's make some sidewalk chalk paint to use outside. You will need a small mixing bowl, cornstarch, a spoon, food coloring, and water. First, scoop a couple of spoonfuls of cornstarch into your bowl. Then add some water, about the same amount as the cornstarch, but you don't have to measure it perfectly. Cornstarch and water are tricky, so make sure you mix it up really well. Add some food coloring. I chose red to make a nice pink color. This chalk paint dries very bright and white, so you might want to use a little extra food coloring to make the colors really stand out. And that's it. Let's test it out. Do you know what shape that is? It's a heart. Look at all those little bugs. Cornstarch won't hurt them, and this will wash off in the rain, just like regular chalk. Ta-da! Homemade sidewalk chalk paint. Try it yourself.
Thanks for joining our story time. Tune in next time for some more summer fun. Bye!